Hi YouTube family, a pleasant good night to each and every one of you. Hope you all had a wonderful day today. I'm going to be making a special dish tonight, and this was requested twice from one of the viewers, Jay Bruni. Jay Bruni, if you're watching, today I'm making that dish you've been waiting for so long. I'm very sorry for the wait, but because of so many things, I couldn't get to it before now. So hope I do this dish justice for you. I have here 2 bell pepper, and I'm going to be using a red one and a yellow. You can use an orange one as well. The flavor will be nice for this dish. Green pepper is not a plus for this recipe, but if you don't have a choice, then you can go ahead. I have my zucchini here. I'm using 2, and I have a beautiful young eggplant. Everything is already washed, but I'm gonna show you how I cut the vegetable to make this ratatouille. Jay Bruni, I hope you're watching this video today. This was your request twice. First of all, I'm gonna start with chopping my zucchini. And ratatouille is no popular dish in Guyana. This is a French cuisine. It's a beautiful, healthy vegetable soup, and it's perfect for the week of Easter because we normally eat vegetarian dishes and fish dishes. So this is gonna go well for us. I'm gonna cut mine in halves, and then I'll cut them back in quarters, and I'm gonna make small pieces like this. We want it to cook fast and still hold up as well. So not too thin, not too thick. Pieces like this. So next we're gonna go ahead and cut our peppers. And these are nice fresh peppers. I'm gonna remove the seeds. So we want to make the peppers in nice pieces to be formed in our stew, about this big. Not too small, not too big. Just so they can hold up in there, like this size. I will continue, and then I'll show you how I'm cutting the eggplant. I'm doing the eggplant last because the eggplant tends to oxidize, and I want to prevent that from happening here today. So next we're going to start with our eggplant. And I know before I cut into this eggplant, it's a good one, because I normally feel my eggplant. If they're hard, I don't buy them because you know they're not young. But if they feel nice and light, you know they're good eggplant. So you can make this 2 ways. You can peel the skin off and make a ratatouille. But I like to leave the skin on, because when you leave the skin on, it's gonna stay firm in the dish and it will not melt away. So same concept, we're gonna go in. Look how nice and young it is in the inside. For sure, this is gonna be nice and really creamy in the dish. I cut it back in 2 more, so 3 pieces. And then we will go ahead and just cut it back in the middle. And then cut them into cubes to hold up with the rest of the vegetable. Just like that. This right here feel like a piece of sponge. How light and young it is. So this dish need a good portion of onion. For me, the perfect onion that would work for this is a nice white onion. This one is big, and this is gonna work well. So I have some garlic cloves here. I'm gonna just quickly crush them, and then we're gonna finally chop them up in very small pieces. And now for the onion, we're gonna cut this in nice big pieces. Hopefully I don't cry. because this is a big one. So I just spat some cold water on the onions just to help wash away some of that blistery thing that will make me cry. I don't want to cry to make ratatouille. And then I'm gonna go in big chunks like this. It's a very simple dish to make too. And it is great for my vegetarian friends. So we're gonna be using a combination of different herbs, which is oregano, and I have them freshly washed here. The oregano is a mixture of thyme and like a basil kind of scent, and it really flavor up any dish perfectly well. I'm gonna add some basil, and look at these leaves. I couldn't help but sharing this, how beautiful and big, and the scent is amazing. So I have some fine thyme here, and we're gonna head on to the stove and start putting together our ratatouille. First of all, we're gonna put the eggplants in some hot oil just to brown up on the sides, because it's gonna create a beautiful flavor for this ratatouille. I'm gonna do them in small batches so they don't get soggy, and I can create that very nice brownness on the sides. So this is the brownness I want to achieve on the eggplant. I'm gonna remove them now, and I will put in the other batch to brown up a little. So now we're gonna do the same with the zucchini. We just want to brown them up a little. I'm going in with my bell peppers now, and if you notice, I haven't added any salt to the vegetables because that's gonna create lots of water, and we don't want that in this dish because we want the vegetables to hold up and be firm right at the end of the cooking period. So our pepper is charred up a little and it smells nice. You might want to know the reason why I'm doing it separately, but if I add all the vegetables at once, they're gonna start springing up water, and we don't want that to happen. So I'm doing them in small batches so we can avoid a wetty, swampy vegetable. So now we're gonna go in with our onions, and this is where we're gonna add all our flavors now. I'm just gonna cook the onions for about 3 to 4 minutes to get that nice caramel flavor on the onion. We're gonna go in with a bay leaf. A fine thyme. And this dish can be done 2 different ways. You can cut your veggies in circle, and you can make it in a circular way, or you can cut them up in chunks like this and have a nice chunky ratatouille, whichever way you prefer. And I'm gonna go in with my garlic at the same time. We're gonna give this another mix. And we're building flavors as we go along. We're gonna go in with some black pepper, and the aroma is very nice and pungent. Lovely. Salt. Remember, we have to add enough for the rest of the veggies as well. The onions are really caramelizing nicely, and the fragrance from the garlic and the thyme is really infusing together, which is giving us that beautiful, really nice aroma. So we're gonna add some pepper flakes just to give it some heat and flavor. And I'm going in with some fresh rosemary. We're gonna give this a mix. And we're gonna go in here with some plum tomatoes. You can use fresh tomatoes for this dish. I'm gonna go in and add a big nice can I have here. Look at that. We're gonna mix it up, and the tomatoes are nice and soft, so I'm just gonna roughly crush them into the onion mixture. And I am just waiting patiently to dig in to this ratatouille. So the onion and tomato sauce is looking very nice. I'm gonna add my oregano. I'm gonna go in with some of the basil now, and I'll garnish when it's done with the rest. I'm gonna toss up our vegetables so we can mix them up a little. The color and the fragrance is very, very nice. It's making me so hungry. If you have a cast iron pot or a Dutch oven, you can prepare your stuff in one of those, and then you're gonna finish it in the oven. But I have a little bit too much for my frying pan. I'm gonna finish it off in this baking dish once I add my sauce in here. So we're gonna go in with that beautiful sauce and pour it on top of the vegetable. And I'm gonna give it a mix, and we will finish this off in the oven just about 20 minutes or so everything can really marry in well. And now it's time to get all that goodness incorporated in the vegetable. Check this beauty out here, guys. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna take it out now with all this nice juiciness that I have here, and check out the eggplant. They're just nice and soft. The skin is holding everything together. You can see the onions and the pepper, and the smell is amazing. How does it smell, Matthew?
It smells super good.
Very, very nice. So I just took it out the oven. It is hot. You can see the steam. I'm gonna let some of the steam release a little, and I will let you know how this tastes. The aroma in here is amazing. Look at that. Everything is so perfectly cooked. The vegetables are still holding up. The herbs in here, that fresh herbs, is just beautiful. And this can go as it is here. It's a stew that's packed with vegetables and nutrients and can be eaten just as it is. You can hype it up with a slice of toast or something like that. It have the perfect amount of vegetable, sauce, and flavor in there. I'm gonna garnish it with the rest of the basil that I have. Oh my God, the aroma is just so beautiful. And that's my ratatouille for you all. So I'm gonna go in for a nice mouthful here. Whatever I get on my spoon, I'm gonna be happy anyways, because I love everything in here. Jay Bruni, this is your mouthful. In any way I pronounce your name incorrectly, please forgive me for that. The zucchini is melting in my mouth, and I gotta have a piece of the eggplant. The eggplant is cooked to perfection. Look at that, with some of that sauce. Oh my gosh. The eggplant is melting and right down to the skin. Have a beautiful flavor. The sauce in here is so flavorful. There's a sweetness from the tomato and a sweetness from the peppers, the basil, oregano, thyme, garlic, all that beautiful fresh flavor is just coming through here. This is such a hearty meal for winter, for spring, and for fall. And it's also hearty when you're fasting. I'm gonna go in for another mouthful. I don't want to stop eating. It is so hearty, and the vegetables are still holding up. There is so much flavor in here. I can only imagine how it's gonna taste beautiful tomorrow. So if you like my recipe for ratatouille, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you will consider subscribing soon. Until then, please give this a try. For all my vegetarian friends and non-vegetarian friends, you will love this dish. Bye for now.